huge night for the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. They have turned things around when everybody was saying, boy, I don't know, Rex Ryan, I don't think he's going to make it to week number 4, 5, 6. Things have turned around for the Bills. On the line right now is the one and only Mark Kelso. Mark does the color commentating on the radio games. Former Bill himself. How about the Rams game? The word is still a lot of work to do, but man, above 500 right now.
Yeah, still a lot of work for sure, but they did some things. They overcame some adverse circumstances. Ones that they may have created themselves. In the first half, they had some situations offensively. They kept backing themselves up every time they had a positive play, something negative happened, but they were able to fight through that and end up scoring on the other end of it. So, that was a really good sign. The second half offensively was not as productive, but they did what they needed to do, and when they needed a big play defensively, they came up with it. And so things are certainly a lot better than they were 3 weeks ago, but and they have some progress and some promise moving forward here the next couple of weeks. I really think they need to be 5-2 moving and going into that New England game here at home, but that's it's a lot easier said than done.
Yeah, McCoy had 150 yards rushing and made the statement that I could have easily had over 200 yards, but he said he made mistakes. What do you think on that? He certainly has the right attitude.
Well, yeah, he had a big run. A 53-yard run, which accounted for a lot of that.
Sure.
And I think sometimes when you get ahead like that, you feel like you can coast a little bit. But I think he's probably talking about some times where he maybe missed a hole, where there may have been something available for him that he didn't take advantage, or he felt that he should have been able to get into a hole that was available and didn't make that cut. So, but he ran well, and in the first half particularly, they opened up some nice holes up the middle, and again, he had that long run. He had a couple of long runs. So he's really dynamic in the open field. He has better lateral quickness than almost anybody in the league. There's no question about that. When he is healthy, he is really tough in the open field.
Tyrod Taylor really seems to be coming into his own here. Boy, I got to tell you, he is able to scramble and get out of the way. Just when you think he's going down, he's able to get a completion off, or he's able to break away and get a good run.
Yeah, and he has a little magic in his feet. There's no question about that. And he's got some improvisational ability, which is always good from a quarterback perspective, because you're going to find yourself in difficult circumstances, and you want to be able to throw the ball on the run. You're going to have to be able to escape and get out of some tight situations sometimes, and the play to Justin Hunter was just a great example of that, because he's able to escape a little bit, but he's still looking downfield. And I think in the past he would be more apt to run in that situation than he would be to throw the ball. And he certainly can hurt you with his legs, and should take advantage of that at times. But good to look downfield, and those receivers understand that now. And as soon as he's doing that, they're looking to make a reception or get away from the defensive back, or if it's down near the end zone, looking to run along that end line, because they know he's going to keep his eyes downfield and take an opportunity if those guys come open.
Yeah. How about the defense?
Playing well, and hopefully get Marcel back this week. But those guys, Kyle Williams has been fantastic all year, and Corbin Bryant and Adolphus Washington. You can't say enough about those. There's waves of them, and I hate to start naming guys because then you leave guys out. They've all Doozable. They've all played really well, and they've created some pressure in those guys. Jerry Hughes has been great off the edge, and that's given great opportunities to Lorenzo Alexander as well. But I think they had some problems there early in the year. After Game 2 against the Jets, they were not very happy with their performance. Certainly, I think there were some times when they tried to run what they call combo coverages with safeties and corners, and they maybe picked the wrong guy. So, and Ryan Fitzpatrick was able to take advantage of that. And they fixed all that stuff here in the subsequent weeks. So they've played much better, and guys, the communication level has been better. And I think guys have just taken upon themselves to say we got to have guys in the right position, know exactly where we need to be. And there's some good film study going on too, because there were some plays that they diagnosed last week against this Rams offense that just shut those plays down by virtue of the fact that they knew it was coming based on what the formation was.
I think the last time we talked to you, we were asking you if you thought Rex Ryan was going to survive this. They were 0-2 at the time. A lot has changed since then.
Yeah, certainly he's in a much better place than he was a couple weeks ago. There's no question about that. But I for one, am a guy that believes in continuity. I believe in developing players because you got a lot of talent, and the fact that a guy doesn't play well on a 1 week or the next week,
right.
You need to develop that guy, and as opposed to saying if you can't do it, we'll find somebody else. And I think from a coaching perspective as well. I think there needs to be continuity. I'm not a big fan of this, one and done or 2 years, and if you can't get into the playoffs, you're done. You try to develop the players that fit your system, and if you start to try to reboot the whole thing, then you're looking for different kinds of players depending on what kind of offensive or defensive scheme then you employ as a coach. So I believe in continuity. So I hope that this puts them in a situation where they can get to where have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Let's see what happens here as the season unfolds, and then the team, the coaching staff would have some continuity and continue to be able to develop.
All right, Mark Kelso, we appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks so much for getting up early and coming on this morning.
Yeah, you have a great day, guys.
Okay, Mark Kelso, the Buffalo Bills.